Well, everyone, Happy New Year and hope you got in a break over the Christmas New Year period. This is the first update for 2020 and unfortunately the first item I'm going to address isn't great. As I'm sure you're all aware, there's been some very destructive bushfires across Tanarang country, Gunai country and in the far east of Victoria, which has caused havoc to community assets and specifically Aboriginal community assets, with a number of the Aboriginal community have lost their houses and are now displaced. So with the bushfire recovery effort is kicking into gear now, and a lot of the health services are doing some great work up in the northeast and also down in the east of Victoria to provide support to the Aboriginal community and the broader community to ensure that the recovery effort and action is as quick as possible. More specifically within Tanarang country, as I'm sure you're all aware, there's been some significant destruction in and around the areas of Mount Buffalo, Mount Buller, and moving further east to the areas of Hotham Heights, which then extends into Gunai country, and all the area central to that, which includes the Buffalo River and areas like Dandongadale and Abiard, which have been severely impacted by the bushfires. And no doubt in the post-mortem there would have been some significant cultural heritage assets that have been destroyed. On a more positive note, however, we've had our cultural heritage team provide advice and support to the incident control centres in and around Tanarang country, and I'm pleased to say that the response that we received from the incident control centres was fantastic. They took on the advice provided by our cultural heritage team and actually took action in allocating assets and resources to protecting specific cultural heritage sites that we flagged and raised with the ICC. So I wanted to pass on my thanks and appreciation to our cultural heritage team, which includes Francisco Almeida, Michelle Monk, and also Rodney Monk also participated in providing that guidance and support. So thank you all for the work that you've put in over the last few weeks in achieving to protect a number of cultural heritage assets. Furthermore, I wanted to pass on my appreciation and thanks to the people within the incident control centres who were able to take on the advice and act on that advice to protect some really significant ancient cultural heritage. So again, a big thank you for your support and work and collaboration in working with us to enable some protection of some very key areas. The next item is that I wanted to update you on the appointment of someone into the General Manager of Field Operations position at Tanarang. We're very lucky to appoint Sharon Antonopoulos, who was more previously a board member of Tanarang, but is now moving into the organisation with a really strong background in project management and process management, which we know will really enhance and help us to grow our natural resource and other field operation activities into the future. So a big welcome to Sharon, and we're really excited to have her on board. With that, it creates a vacancy within the board. As we all know, you cannot be a board member of the corporation and also work within the corporation. So Sharon will be stepping down to fulfil the role of General Manager Field Operations, and as I said, really looking forward to having her on board. Next item is there is a couple of, there is a natural resource management position that we would like to provide opportunity to a Tanarang person to come and work for us in the field. Natural resource management specifically works in areas around land management activities, which may include revegetation, so planting of trees and other things of that nature, weed spraying, monitoring of flora and fauna. For example, we do a lot of the monitoring and work around the Mountain Pygmy Possum project. So some really interesting, exciting things and a great opportunity to get out on Tanarang country and work on country. So we'd love it if there are any Tanarang people that are interested in getting out on country and doing some work with our team. A couple of prerequisites that would be fantastic if you could have a driver's license, and more specifically a manual driver's license, as our vehicles tend to be manual because of the terrain and other activities that you'll be doing as a natural resource management officer. There'll be more information in the newsletter detailing how to get in contact with us and express your interest in working with us. So please, if you are interested, do not hesitate to get in touch with the team, and we'll arrange a time to catch up and discuss how you might be able to work within the natural resource team. Finally, there's been a bit of a while now since First Nations Legal and Research have provided a comprehensive update as to the settlement process, and there also is a need for a full group meeting. So First Nations will be convening a full group meeting sometime in March. Hasn't been confirmed as yet because we're just working through a few things, and the meeting will be there to cover off on a few voluntary mining licenses that have been kind of put forward to Tanarung, and also a settlement update from First Nations to give the broader full group an understanding of where we are in the process and how close we are to organising the settlement and implementing the settlement into 2020. Furthermore, during that March full group meeting, there will be a couple of extension activities or sessions for Tanarung members, which will include a treaty update from our Tanarung Treaty representative, Marcus Stewart, who is also the Assembly Chair. He'll provide an update as to the progress of the Assembly to this point in its early stages. And also there'll be a Park Ranger information session with Parks Victoria. As I'm sure some of you are aware, or most of you are aware, within Tanarung Settlement there is funding for park rangers, Tanarung Park Rangers, to be able to work on country in national parks. And we feel it's an opportunity to provide some more detailed information as to the role and give you the opportunity to ask some questions, not only to Tanarung, but also Parks Victoria, to give you a good understanding of, you know, what the role entails and also how it may fit for you. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be organising that, as I said, sometime in March, and it'll be an opportunity to have a good get together as well. So that's about it for now. There's a lot more information in the newsletter, so I encourage you to get on and read all the things that are happening in and around Tanarung and on Tanarung country. But until then, and also until we meet, have a good day, and I'll speak with you soon. Thanks.